Proverbs 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Hi. I'm Nuni Mutaung, and welcome to Got You, a platform to learn, unlearn, and grow in understanding and in love as far as relationships are concerned. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you also for showing me love in the previous episode. I really see your love, and we are seeing each other. Thank you so much for tuning in. Disclaimer before we go any further: this is for people who are in pursuit for good, healthy, and godly relationships, not just relationships with people. And this is a whole round thing. It's not just for maybe friendship or maybe romantic relationship or platonic relationship. This is just relationships in general. So I need us to dissect what love is, and we're gonna derive our definition of love from the Bible. We're gonna open the book of 1 Corinthians 13 from verse 4 to 7. It says, "Love is patient. Love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always persevere." Right? And that's our definition, and we're just gonna dissect that and break that down so we have an understanding of what we are getting ourselves into when we say we love people, right? Yeah, it's done, that time of getting in things without having a proper understanding of them, and as time goes by we catch ourselves in things that we don't even know about. So no, we don't do that anymore. We are getting understanding so we can possess those desirable relationships, those beautiful and amazing relationships that we actually want to have, those long-lasting ones. So we are gonna dissect that. So we're gonna begin with patience, right? So patience is your capacity to tolerate delay. Actually talking about patience, right? The first thing that our definition derives love, or start explaining what love is, it begins with patience. So already you can tell that there's a lot of hecticness that is happening in human, that patience was the first on the row. So patience, like I said, it is your capacity to tolerate delay, problem, or suffering, even without becoming annoyed. Because people can be patient with you. Actually, they're not being patient with you. But people can wait for you but get annoyed. So the fruits of love, how you will be able to identify love in a place or in a person, is one of the ways is by the fruits of patience, right? When you are just doing your most and they're just waiting on you, and they're just like, "I'm waiting on you, girl," or "I'm waiting on you," and it seems to be, and you seem to actually take a lot of time, hey? Time wasters. I'm kidding. And they wait on you, and they're not even annoyed, at you. Patience is one of the things that we now as a society lack. Now we are about 2-minute noodles. We are about convenience. So if things don't happen quick and how we want them to happen, and as quick as we want them to happen, it's giving, "No, you're not for me." Right? And we cut people off. We cancel them. Cancel culture. We will talk about that another day. And the second one that we read is kindness, right? So normally people who are kind, we categorize them as people who are like generous and helpful and think of other people's feelings. Yes, let's put it like that. They think of other people's feelings, so they're helpful as well. If you want to recognize or want to see that you are loved, people help you. That's love. That's one of the ways to identify if a person loves you or people love you. And the third one is envy. They do not envy. They do not envy. I repeat that, they do not envy, because this is a very subtle emotion. Honestly. And all of us at some point had it. Actually, what happens in most cases, right, is that love is a constant choice of denying self. These emotions continue to come, but we decide, nope, we are not going to go with you. We actually choose the other one. So envy is one of those feelings that it is a discontented feeling that aroused by someone else's positions or qualities. When somebody, for example, has bought a new car, right? Your friend bought a new car and you've been wanting a car for the longest of time before they even realize that car is a thing. Car is essential for them. You've been praying, or you've been going to the car dealerships, and then they get a car. You see inside, there's that feeling. Sometimes you're like, why them, right? But when you choose to celebrate them instead of giving in to that feeling, that's love. That's also how you can identify as a person that actually, I love this person. The other thing is dishonor. It's not a thing. Fruit. It's a fruit. How you will identify love in a person or in people is they don't dishonor you. Dishonor is, normally they say, honor is how somebody speak about you in your absence, right? How they esteem you in your absence. So dishonor is how they will disgrace you or shame you when you are absent, right? In this case, what do you say about your friends when they are not there? Knowing their wrongs, knowing their right, their weaknesses, their perfections, imperfections, strength. What do you say when they are not around? Because honor, it's not just a thing you do in front of people or in their presence. Honor is also what you do when they are not there. So that's how we can see that, okay, this person really loves you. Or, Shem, I met your friend and they're speaking very well about you and they really love you, So that's one of the ways we identify love in people. And the other one is that you do not boast. It's not proud. Boasting is talking excessively, right? And with pride about one's achievements or abilities. When you're all about you, in a relationship, maybe in a friendship, when it's all about you, my car or a ring, or I got engaged, and you're just excessive about it. Or you can do a certain thing, you have like a certain ability, you can sing, and you're always rubbing it in people's faces, like, I can sing. You cannot sing, you cannot come near me, like you cannot contain me, or whatever. That's not love. In love we do not do that. So that's how also you can identify. And the other way is self-seeking. Self-seeking is you're only concerned for own welfare. Like, you're only concerned about you. As long as you are fine, as long as we are doing your way, as long as you are getting your way, you are fine. And that's not love, right? this is not the love that the romantic movies are selling. Actually, those people lied to us. They actually did, because that's not love. You see that we see there? Okay, those are gestures of love, and they are nice to have, and they are really good, right, to have. However, those are not love. And the other one is easily angered. This one is very touchy, because anger, I'm laughing because anger is such a broad and deep emotion, and we don't like to address it. We are just as long as we are around it and not dealing with it directly, we are fine. And it's very toxic. We know. When, for instance, you're in a relationship with somebody and you can't even do like things because you're thinking the other person is gonna get very angry at you, and their anger is very what do they say? Very passionate. The things you guys say though, the anger is very passionate. They'll tell you that I'm a very passionate person. So even when I'm angry, my anger comes out with passion. Run away. A wise man sees danger from afar and hides, or run away. So please be a wise man. In this scenario, be a wise man. And the other way is that it keeps no record of wrong. You see this one, I myself, I'm a victim of. There's a room for improvement. Yes, I'm improving, and yes, I'm improving. Keeping no records of wrong. This one is really difficult, because yes, you can forgive somebody, right? But that does not mean you forgot. And also, because of sometimes just because somebody like did you wrong, right, and you guys like solve it and get over it, it does not mean that it's a sensitive issue. You don't talk about it, right? You do talk about it. You can joke about it there and there, but it should not always be on someone's face that, yeah, you did this. You said you're gonna take my car to the garage. You didn't. You said you're gonna do this. You didn't. That's not love. The minute somebody does that, they're not showing love in that moment, right? I'm not saying they're not loving you entirely, right? But at that moment, they're not choosing love. They're choosing self. They're not dying to self. They're giving to their fleshly desires, which is not what we want, which is not what we are vouching for. And the other one is love delights in truth and rejoices in truth, and it does not delight in evil. That's so given. That is so given. No explanation, nothing. It's just given. And the other fruit is that it protects. So protection is keeping safe from harm. So do that person keep you safe from harm? For instance, I like how in the movies, right, in the romantic movies, what they like to do is they like to keep the girl in the left side, and and the guy on the right. And if the girl is actually on the right side, the guy will just turn the lady over and take them to the other side, and then you'll see a car passing, and then water will spill on them. And as I speak, I'm literally seeing the whole scene that I'm saying. I'm seeing it in my head. So romantic movies are dangerous, by the way. Sorry about that. Anyway, the other one is trust. Trust is a firm belief. Do you believe in their dreams? Do you believe in what they are saying? Do you believe in them? Do they also believe in you? You know, what you're saying, what you're passionate about, what your vision, you know, do they believe in that? You know, when they show disbelief, when they're just critical about what you're passionate about, what you want to voucher in, your passions, your ambitions, and they're just like, no, man, why soccer? You know, why soccer? You're a lady. You know, why not tennis? You know, why soccer? You know, soccer is for men. And they're starting to actually play small your ambitions and desires. That's not love. It's a red flag. If you have anybody in your life who does that, call them to order. And if they don't want to come to order them away. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We are not cutting anybody off. We are not ordering anybody off. Pray for them. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. You guys will fix it. And the other one is love always hopes. So hope is an expectation or desire for something to happen, you know, for something good. So they expect good things out of you, you know, they hope for the best, you know, they want the best for you. That's how also you identify that, oh, okay, this person actually loves me, because they want good things for you, and they go all out to also get those good things for you. They don't only desire that, but they also go out of their way to give you the good there is, right? And the last one is perseverance, and the other version says endurance or endurance, however you say it. Perseverance. Love always perseveres. Woo! You see, this one is the test of time. You see, when somebody says test of time, they're actually talking about this one fruit, this one thing that a person that loves you should actually have. I think also one of the reasons why relationships, romantic relationships, or actually no, relationships in general don't work or don't last, it's because we lack endurance. We don't want to suffer. We are all about pleasure. If this is not nice, we are not doing this, right? Perseverance, it's steady persistence, steady persistent in something despite difficulty. So even when it's difficult, you continue to call. Even when you don't feel like it, you continue to call. Even when you don't feel like, oh my God, they deserve you. Because sometimes we are humans, okay? We are humans. Sometimes we do get feelings that are just contrary. So if you feel like, you know what, this person doesn't deserve me, and you are like, I don't want to call them, or I don't want to text them, or I don't want to know how they're doing, or I don't want them to know how I am doing because they don't deserve me. You feel like, no, it's a lot for me. You need to check that also. You know, this is not only that you identify the love that people give you, but also this is also for you to check in, you know, and check if you are also dishing the same things that you're expecting from people. Are you a loving person as well? Are you giving love to people around you? Do they know that you are in love with them, right? In love with them, not in a sense of a romantic way, because you know these terms, normally people use these terms in romantic terms. So when I say them, I need to also, you know, remind myself that not everybody is in your world or in your brain. So I need to also emphasize it and be like, nope, not that one. And that is for our first episode. I feel like we just needed to just dissect what love is, so that when we continue with our series of, or when we continue with our podcast, that when I talk about love, we kind of understand. And also, before I forget, the other version says love always bears, right? So it forbears, forbearing as well as you stick on. In simple terms, you stick on. You just stick on. When it's raining, you just stick on. When it's snowy, you're just sticking on. You're just not giving up. You're like, until we get where we are supposed to go, or where we are supposed to get, I'm not giving in. I'm not letting this whatever towel or whatever go. So forbearance as well is really, really, really important. And these are all important fruits that we need to also have. This is also just a reminder to introspect yourself. That are you the kind of person that you want people to be to you? Are you giving out what you are expecting to receive from people as well? And these things are normally said, right? You can go everywhere in any way these things are said, but normally I personally haven't really gotten to a place where they fully open this whole love thing, especially from the Bible stand. Open it up widely like that and explain it, because we know what patience is. Ne? We all know what patience is. But have you ever like seated down or sit yourself down and think about it, and think about patience, like what patience is? So we are here to open up things, to bring them to light, and make sure that we actually understand what we are getting ourselves into, to actually understand what is what and what is love. And where there's love, there's suffering, unfortunately. And if you do not want to suffer, don't laugh. No, I'm kidding. You're supposed to love. Like, you're not an animal. You're supposed to love. So thank you so much for tuning in. And that's how you or we identify love. This was so beautiful and short. I hope we meet. You come again next time. And yeah, if there's anything that you still want me to dissect in and go more in, and obviously this is just like an episode, right? We can't fully go in. This is not a textbook. It's a podcast, so we can also go in detail. But if there's anything that you need to understand that you didn't get, well, you can just write your comment down below, and we will get back to you, and then we will answer you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was really eye-opening, because also as I speak, I'm also seeing things, things are revealed as well to me, So thank you so much for tuning in. And from the Got You team and myself, before, don't forget to tune in and follow us on Spotify. We are dropping episodes every Friday, 12 p.m., 12 noon, South African time. And yeah, I think that's about it. Until we meet again, God bless and bye. Proverbs 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Hi. I'm Noni Mutaung, your host, and welcome to Got You, a platform to learn and grow in understanding in love as far as relationships are concerned. We know that we possess through understanding, so we are here to give understanding regarding relationships through impactful conversations and discussions. We will be dropping every Friday. We'll be dropping an episode every Friday, 12 noon South African time, because we are a global platform. You can listen to us here on Spotify. This is just an intro episode, just to let you guys know that we are here. Please share the link. Please share the link with your world and let them know that solutions are here. We are so excited to be here. Until we meet again, myself, Noni Mutaung, and the Got You team, we say stay blessed and bye.